Hey everybody, I've mixed about 10 ounces of resin. I'm trying to let it sit as long as I can, but I'm going to go ahead and add about an ounce to this mica that I have in this cup. Probably don't even need an ounce. This is just a sparkly blue, and it is sparkling sapphire and sparkle white in it. And I'm going to add Baja Blue, say a drop or so. It'll adjust the color just slightly. Let me just put a drop and see how that looks. So I have sparkling white in the cup here. I'm going to add about the same amount of white, a little bit more. It's messy here. So that's just sparkle white. If you can see that, but it's really beautiful, and you can add it into any color. I put some Cast and Craft. A little squirt of that. So this just makes it more opaque, but you still have the shimmer. And I'm going to put a few drops of alcohol ink, white. I'm going to put one more drop of Baja Blue in here. These are 5-inch coasters. They hold at least 4 ounces of resin. And I'm going to just split up. Well, okay, and I've got some glitter. This is Laura's Art Corner Ballroom Blitz, which is really very holographic looking. And Counterculture's Mirage, which is a little bit chunkier. Just a little bit of resin added to this. I don't need a lot. I just want a colorful holographic. Mix this. This is Counterculture medium viscosity. I mixed it for 6 minutes or so, and I actually let it sit for a little while because I'm going to do the bloom, 3D bloom, and it does better if you let it sit for a bit. So I'm going to transfer these. I'm going to cut off the tip. Make sure that this is about the right amount coming out. I don't do this perfectly, but it is fun, so we'll just kind of wait and see how it turns out. So I'll be back later. Okay, I was going to put a top coat on this, but this is so pretty, I just can't. So I am going to leave it as is and leave it clear, which I typically don't do. I have to unmold them. I just really do. So there's the one side. That is so pretty. OMG. I really had special plans for the backs of these, but just couldn't do it because I liked this side so much. But I'm equally pleased with the other side. And I love the confetti in the middle, the glitter. I love it. It's so beautiful. These are, again, are 5 inches. They're really big coasters. They're not super thick because, like I said, I was going to put another coat on them, but I can't. Win-win. So I always keep them on a hard surface for at least 24 hours or so after I demold. So that gives them 24-48 hours to cure really well and strong. Otherwise they can get a little bit flexible until they're fully cured. Okay, so it's the next day and here they are. This is the bottom side, which is originally what I had planned on, you know, with the confetti glitter showing. That's the bottom side. And as you can see, there's the 3D effect, which is lovely. And then this is just a wispier, softer side. So, and then I did the chrome on the edges, and I did it around the rim. This has a little bit of a lip, if you can see that little bit of a lip there. So I did it around the edges. And with these pins, I have done many sets with this pin, but I think it's almost out. But you know, you kind of press it and you have to do a couple of coats on clear. When you do it on a deeper color, for some reason it does a better coat, but you cannot touch it anywhere or it will make it kind of dull looking because it's called chrome and it really looks like chrome. Anywhere that I've touched the edges, I'm just kind of going back. I do not have a steady hand. I don't ever claim to make these perfectly. There will never be a perfect set of coasters. It's always going to look hand done because they're handmade. So I've added chrome on the sides and on the rim here, and I've got this rim, which is the one that has a little bit of a lip. And so basically I just put my pen right along that edge of that lip, and the lip actually, I kind of went over a little bit there, but that doesn't really matter. The lip actually kind of is a guide for your pen. If you try to direct it, you make more mistakes. So it's better to kind of put the pen on the rim and you kind of turn your coaster. Don't go back and forth like I'm doing now, because when you go back and forth is when you're gonna, I think it's because my paint is running low in this pen. I've done so many. It sparkles so beautifully, and that is because I added Sparkle White, which is her Etsy stores below my video. That's what made the blue and the white sparkle, as I added it to my colors. And I used Sparkling Sapphire. But then I also added Cast and Craft White, and I added Pinata White to the white, and I added Pinata Baja Blue to her Sparkling Blue just to deepen it just slightly. And it was going to be very transparent, so when I was piping out the resin, I kind of went around in places a second time just to make it a little bit stronger, and I'm glad I did. Again, these are not perfect, but they're made with love by a human being. I don't expect perfection with any of my art. It is a reflection of who we are as human beings, and we're allowed to mess up and correct our mistakes. You know, that's the business of life. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am super happy with them. I'll show pictures of them outside and in a few other areas so you can see what they look like. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Love you all.